You are too real for this world. That's why you could never fit in. How many of you out there, and I'm talking about the real people, that felt like you could never fit in no matter how much you tried? Even when you were younger, when you was in school. But you couldn't understand why. But now you know. And it also says, you've been chosen out of this world. That's why you're not of this world. Now you're starting to understand why you could never fit in. Because you're too real. You're too solid. Your energy is too authentic for these fake wannabes. These watercolor sugars. You've been standing out since day one, but people try to make you look like it was something wrong with you. But really, it was something wrong with them, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all gotta understand is, when you walk alone, not only that, when you are chosen, everybody is not going to understand you. And that right there, it is all right. It is okay to be alone. I ain't say be alone for the rest of your life. I'm talking about being in your own company. Enjoying your own company. You ain't got to worry about nobody bringing stress. You ain't got to worry about nobody bringing drama into your life. Because when you real, you're not going to tolerate that. That's why many of you don't have many friends to this day. Because they know doggone well you going to check them about it. But God forbid. And I'm going to say this right here. Most of these people don't give a finger in the middle about you. Unless you're on your deathbed, you're rich, or you're famous. But other than that, these people do not care about you. But the moment when you start gaining success, here they come. So it lets you know right there how fake and phony they really are. These people don't care about y'all. And we all know that, but guess what? They still trying to get all up in your business. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, I talked about that yesterday. These people putting their nose where it don't belong. But remember, they faking you real. But you even gotta say you real and this and that and etc. etc. It's gonna say in your body language and in your actions. But the ones that be talking about, oh, I'm so real and this and that, they be the most fake phony ones. You got to be more careful. Because remember, Satan was an angel. But these people, they will try to get close to you so they can get some information out of you. Because when you stand out, they make you mysterious. It'll make them haters. Those creatures of the night, the flying monkeys, they make them look so curious. That's why they ask all these questions, trying to get close to you, or call themselves trying to find some closure. But you already know what type of people you're dealing with here. Like I told you, they got their nose so far up your behind. I bet they can tell if you wash your behind or not, because that's how far their nose is up your rear end. Being nosy. But remember, they so comfortable of being in the dark. But when they see somebody with some sunlight, some real energy, they want to get close to you. But you are covered with different type of cloth. But a real chosen one is not going to worry about, oh, why they don't like me. I don't have many friends. Nobody's not supporting me. The hell with that. But let me tell you something. There's other people scattered across the world who went through the same thing as you. Maybe different, but similar. But the ones in your hometown, they not going to understand you. But that's all right, because guess what? The same ones that never did nothing, the same ones that hated on people for becoming successful, they'll be the make two-faced, fake and phony ones ever. But y'all are too real for this world. Too real. And they can't handle it. They can't handle a person with so much authentic in them. When you keep it all the way 100, they don't like that. They want you to tell them what they want to hear, but when you hold them accountable, you're a problem. Everybody wants something real until it's time to face accountability, until you start checking them, whether it's a friendship or relationship, whatever it is. Everybody say, oh, I want something real. I want a real friendship and this and that. But they can't handle it. But see, people like us, we can care less about having friends. Because the ones that's close to you be the most dangerous ones. I'm telling you all that right now. Everybody can't handle the real people. You will imitate their demons. You will make them so mad. Who he think he is, who she think she is. They ain't all that anyway. Well, in that case, if y'all ain't all that, why they doing all that much talking? Why your name all in their mouth? They want to be like you. Believe it or not, you are viewed as a role model. Everybody can't do what you're doing. Most of these people would have folded like a lawn chair. Would have gave up. Listening to other people and their stupid opinions. That's what the cost of being real is. Not having many friends, people hating on you, but guess what? They hated on Yahshua too. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look it up. But the real ones know who I'm talking about. They hated him too. So what makes you think they ain't gonna hate you as well? I'll tell you all that right now. But listen here. Here's a positive side about this. Everybody ain't gonna hate you. There's gonna be some real ones out there that's gonna love you for who you are. They're gonna support your business. Your name gonna be mentioned in rooms you haven't ever stepped a foot in yet. Or cities you haven't even visited yet. States. But ain't it quite funny? The people that support you, you don't even know them. But they like the way you carry yourself. But the one close to you, they hate your freaking guts. Because you stand out. Because you stop going to parties with them, stop drinking with them, stop smoking with them. Now they see you as a threat. Now you are target. Now you are a problem. And you stood 10 toes of what you were saying, and you put it all into your actions. You put in the work. Like Nike, you just do it. You just did it. But while you're over there talking, running off at the mouth, you put in the work. But sometimes it can get frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. It be some days you wish you had friends and this and that. Or even a relationship. But guess what? Everybody can't handle your energy. They're like energy vampires. They will suck their energy off of you if you let them. But you can see right through people. You use your discernment. And that's what they don't like about you. Because you can see right through them. Like an x-ray vision. You intimidate people without even trying. But like I said, you about to get around some real winners. Or meet some real winners. So I'm here to tell you all right now, it ain't nothing wrong with you. That because you stood out. Because you start walking alone. Because you start concentrating on getting your life together. It ain't nothing wrong with you. Hey, you can't win. If you're alone, they're gonna talk about you. If you win, they're gonna talk. If you lose, they're gonna talk. So live your freaking life the way you want to. Ladies, fellas, at the end of the day, you were born alone and you're gonna leave this world alone. 9 times out of 10, the people that doing this can't even last being alone for 2 minutes. Maybe even 3. They can't even do it. Oh, I need somebody to hold my hand. Oh, I can't do it. Girl, come with me. Yo, bro, come with me. They can't even do it. They need people. But you, they hate you because they ain't you. But remember, the real ones will win at the end of the day. Because you never hated on nobody, never talked down on nobody, or make fun of nobody, or try to make somebody else's life a living hell. Y'all ain't have to do none of that. But they had to, because you know why? They losers, they fakes, they snakes. Them buffoons out there that try to hurt you, well, all they're hurting their own selves. Try to get everybody to turn against you because you meant what you said and you stayed 10 toes down. And you didn't care these people never spoke to you ever again. You didn't care. And that's what hurt them. That's what got them in their feelings. Because you didn't fit in with the crowd. Hey, you didn't fit in, you was in school. Some of you probably made fun of back in high school, junior high, elementary. But it doesn't matter, because look where you at and look where they at now. In the same old position. And you've been moving from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And going higher and higher. But as you got older, you realize, oh, I see why I never fit in. Because I was chosen. And when you were chosen, you can't fit in with the crowd. The crowd not going to understand you, but guess what? They're going to be all up in your business. Now tell me if I'm lying. See, when you stand out, when you're not seeking attention or being a booty kisser, you're going to get eyes on you. Like Tupac, all eyes on you. Even if you're not asking for that type of validation. People going to turn their heads. They're going to start wondering about you. They're going to start wondering, what's so special about him? What's so special about her? They will drop everything just to watch you. So let them keep on watching you. They're sitting on the bleachers. Just like the fans that they are. And you, Michael Jordan on the court. Kobe Bryant on the court. Allen Iverson. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Y'all get the point. But what I'm trying to say is, while you ball, they're going to be sitting on the bleachers watching you. Instead of them being on the court, they'd rather sit on the bleachers and be a fan. Ain't that a shame? Don't want to put in the work, but want to criticize what you doing. See, that's how it is when you isolate yourself from the crowd. When you want to read and gain more knowledge, they laugh. But the moment you open up your mouth and speak, they'll get their feelings hurt. Because while they out there screwing, wasting their time, wasting life, laughing at folks, you put in the work. And that's something right there they don't like. When somebody got the guts, got the testicles to go out into the world and do something for themselves. Even if you feel like the world's against you, which is not always the case. Trust me, you're going to have haters. When you got haters, you're doing something right. And these people, the more they talk about you, the more famous you will get. You already a shining star anyway, so keep on shining brighter. But I'm telling you, since day one, you couldn't fit in, even if you tried. But trust me, it's nothing wrong with you. Everything is right with you and something wrong with them. Which means everything right with you and something wrong with them. Mentally. So don't be ashamed for walking alone or want to do your own thing. Because that's what being a real man or real woman all about. Not following the crowd. This no longer high school, but some people still got that high school mindset. They need friends and all that. But I'm not saying you can't have friends. But have the right people in your corner. Not hang around the wrong crowd because you feel so lonely. Dating anybody because you feel lonely. No, 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 no. You better be alone to the Lord send you the right person or send you the right friends to hang with. So don't you worry about that. Only the real will support the chosen. So trust and believe me, you got some real ones in your circle. But like I told you, it be your own folks, the people in your hometown, your ex, your baby daddy, baby mama, ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever. Don't be the main ones that's doing this. But remember, they couldn't handle your authentic because you were too real for them. And that right there scared the living daylights out of them. You ain't had to open up your mouth and prove a point to nobody. But when you put it all into action, they really got scared. They got nervous. You made all of them nervous. And that's something right there they couldn't even handle, ladies and gentlemen. So continue to be yourself. Even if other people that ain't right in their head got a problem with it. That's a damn problem, not you. So keep up the good work. You're doing a good job. And trust and believe me, you got strangers that's supporting you. You haven't even met yet. So while you're over there hating, you still getting blessed. Remember that. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all share this video. God bless you all. Y'all be safe. Make sure your health and your mental health is good as well. Remember, move in silence and be low key. You are doing a good job. But with that being said, I'll see y'all later and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.